Hi, my name is Jamie Pripp, and in this short webinar, I want to talk to you a little bit about why digital marketing is no longer optional in a post-pandemic world. So, I'm an independent insurance agent helping Medicare members with their insurance. And in various conversations, different meetings that I've been a part of where I've brought this topic up about leveraging the power of digital marketing to grow your business, I've had quite a few people ask me just to kind of go deeper into what this looks like. So I thought today I would make just a quick video here kind of explaining how Google Ads in particular works in order to reach customers and prospects that are actively searching for your product and service. Believe it or not, every single day through Google, people are actively looking for the product and service that you currently offer. And so, what we're trying to do as small business owners and entrepreneurs, financial planners, whoever may be watching this, is figure out how to get in front of those people who are already searching for your services. And with the COVID-19 pandemic, the reality is that this is only going to increase now. It is not going to decrease. And so I've entitled this webinar, Why Digital Marketing is No Longer Optional in a Post-Pandemic World. I can remember a couple of years ago, a lot of conversations that I had with insurance agents that many of them were reluctant to dive into doing digital. And if we haven't learned anything over the last several months, it's that digital marketing really in a post-pandemic world is no longer optional. And so in this quick video for just those of you who are interested in this topic, I thought I would share just some important things. So in this particular video, I'm going to talk about financial advisors. And this could potentially apply to any niche or service or product that you're in. But for the sake of this webinar, I'm going to just talk about financial advisors. So did you know that every month potential customers are already searching for your business? And when it comes to financial advisors, that term alone in Google is searched 135,000 times. And you can see here along the right side of this page that there are other phrases that are equally searched when it comes to financial advisors or financial planners. You can see financial advisor gets 135,000, financial planner gets 49,500, financial advisor near me gets 40,500, financial consultant gets 27,000, and so on and so forth. So the reason that Google Ads is so powerful is that it quickly gets your brand or business in front of people who are already high intent individuals who are searching for your product and service. And so this is one of the reasons why Google advertising is so powerful. You can do your own research on this. If you have a Google account, you can go into the keyword tool and kind of research whatever niche or service or product that you offer yourself. But again, I'm just in this webinar, I'm doing financial advisor. So if you've ever done a Google search and you're wondering what is a Google ad, well, if you open a second tab right now and you Google whatever term you want to search, in this case, I did financial advisor, the first several options there are going to be ads. And you can tell that by the bold print next to the website. So when I did a search for financial advisors, here's some of the things that came up for me. And you can see some of the different websites, some of the different ads. These are all competitors of yours that are already already using, I should say, Google Ads to get in front of people. And so when I say that digital marketing is no longer optional, it's because if we don't get in front of the people who are used to now looking online, we're going to miss out on business. And whether we like it or not, people are going to want a more virtual experience when it comes to shopping. because of the pandemic. And so you can do your own little research. You can Google whatever phrase you want and compare different ads. So, with this in mind, let's say that, for instance, you do financial advisors in Minneapolis. Well, what that could garner you is an extra 150 to 265 visitors to your website each month. Now, it's important to remember that we're not just talking about any visitor. We're talking about, again, people who have the intent to look for the service that you are providing. This is a big difference from Facebook advertising, because with Facebook advertising, a lot of times you can advertise there, but people are there to see pictures of their kids, grandkids, classmates, friends, what they're up to. They don't necessarily have the intent of looking for a financial advisor per se. And so Google ads, and the same could be said for like Bing ads, is trying to divert traffic that already exists to your website so that people will become aware of your brand. People will become aware of your business. And so these numbers, again, these are just examples. They can fluctuate greatly depending on what types of ads that you're running, as well as how many keywords that you're using, what area you're targeting. If you target a smaller area, there's going to be smaller group of people potentially searching. If you do a larger area, so on and so forth. So here's how it works. So let's say that these are just estimates, but let's say that the number one thing that you have to decide when you start to use Google Ads is, what is my budget going to be? And so these are just examples of a budget. So these are some estimates. So let's say that you decide, hey, I want to spend $500 a month on um, Google Ads. And so that's a daily budget of, let's say, $25. Again, you may not want to run the ad every day. You usually want to be in a position where you can talk to people because, again, they have such high intent. If they call you, you want to be ready. And let's say that then your ad would be shown 600 to 800 times. And let's say that from that, you were able to garner 10 to 20 clicks that would ultimately lead to visitors to your website. So that's kind of in a nutshell how it works. A lot of people ask me, hey, how do you get started with this? Well, the number one thing is you have to be committed to it. And here's the reason why. Ads actually can get better over time. And the way that that happens is, let's say that somebody finds your ad using a keyword that you're not interested in serving, or it's a product or good or service. You can eliminate that later on from the ad and say, hey, I don't want this ad to show to those people. And so the way that an ad is successful is by being extremely focused on the exact type of person that you're trying to reach. And over time, as you're refining your ad, what happens is you can improve your ad and make it serve a more um, a more tight niche of people. And you can say, hey, I really want to drill down and only cater to this group of people. So that's kind of how it works. You do have to be committed. It's like any other marketing that you would do. You would want to be committed for a certain period of time. So then the next step would be identifying the keywords within your ad. So let's say that you wanted to do a financial advisor near me. Well, from there you can see per click. Well, let's just go from the top. So financial planner. So that gets 49,500 searches a month. So from a budgeting standpoint, how it works is when you have a keyword that you want your ad to show for, it's basically an auction, and you're competing with other people who are trying to garner that traffic as well. And so you can see here a financial planner, a low bid would be $8.73. That's per click. And a high bid would be $27.06. So basically what that means is you're willing to spend X amount of dollars to get a click on your ad to potentially get someone to visit your website. And so that's something that you want to play with, or having a person who manages your Google Ads for you to play with, because you may say, hey, I'm willing to invest a little bit more because I really want to get in front of somebody who's looking for this particular service. And so that will also help you determine your budget as well. And there's a lot of keyword options. The other thing that's great about running an ad is that you're going to discover search options that maybe Google hasn't even heard of yet. I think it's like 10% of every search on Google each day is a search phrase Google's never heard before. So your ad actually gets more powerful as you run it because you're potentially going to discover keywords that your competitor wouldn't know anything about. And then the last step is you have to create a compelling advertisement. So when you're making an ad, and this goes back to what I shared before, here's 4 different ads. Um, the copyright of that ad is very, very important. You want to make sure that your copyright ad, just like any other ad, is compelling because, again, you're competing with these people. And so you want to make sure that your ad jumps out and catches people's attention so that they're more likely to click on yours. Again, this is where you have to refine that process. You have to, in some ways, it's like a lab. You're experimenting with it, seeing what works, so on and so forth. And you can change up your landing page, you can change up your ad to see uh, what garners maybe more traffic. So then what you can do is that within Google Ads, you can then actually track the performance. And what that means is, how is my ad doing as far as conversions go? And this is just an example, but you can set in the metrics that you want to track. So you can track phone calls that you got. You can track who filled out a contact form. If you're a financial planner that has the option to give people a quote on your website, or an insurance broker, how many people received a free quote. And again, all of that is meant to improve your overall digital marketing strategy. So anyways, that's kind of the end of this quick video. If you do have questions about this, or you want to talk to me about it, you can reach me at my email, which is jamie at